Good morning, everybody. Mike
Follow
Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your
Instagram,
Tuesday market
and
webcast.
Snapchat
All right, daily
at
chart.
Princeton Trader.
We
Check
had
us out on Facebook.
the long consolidation,
and join us for a free
the
trial
run-up,
at
and now it's just kind of walking back.
www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.
It's coming in, it's pulling in, it's flagging, it's doing whatever you want to call it back to the daily mid-band. Not in a, get me out, panic, dump it kind of a way, but just in a very steady, you can see it on the hourly chart, let's make some lower highs and some lower lows kind of a thing. And it's just steadily taking things out. The hourly mid-band has been fairly reliable resistance, although at certain times not really. It's been pretty sloppy. But they continue to take out the prior day lows. What is interesting to me is that it trades in a way where you start to feel like the bears don't even really believe that it's actually coming in. Like they're all waiting for the next shoe to drop. They're waiting for these dip buyers to come in and, take this, higher low wherever it's going to be and lift it up to a higher high. From what I'm looking at, what I would say is this: it doesn't have to be that way at all. It really doesn't. It's going to be all about what happens when and if we get down to that daily mid-band. If the bears can find enough, or they get the headlines or whatever it is they need, and they do a hard break of it, then we go to lower Bollinger Band. The rate of descent here has been steady and slow, and I think it's been slowed down because you've got a lot of weak shorts putting money on in a variety of stocks that just have very little confidence that those positions are going to head lower over a period of time. And so when they say boo on the indexes, up we go. 5, 10, 15, 17 handles. Yesterday was not as bad as we had seen, say, back, you can see Thursday here. You can see Tuesday. You can see Wednesday. It's a little less on Friday. It had its moment there in the morning. If you talk about Europe Open, it went ahead and did 43.75 to 44.03. But what I would say now, as we get into today and the rest of the week, is this really needs to be the last time for the bears that we're seeing stuff with 44s on it. You can only pull the same rabbit out of the hat so many times. It holds here. It holds here. It's sloppy, but it holds here. Sloppy, it holds. I get it. But that's only going to work for so long. And what you'll get probably on the next time is, okay, well, if we're up here again, we got to go deal with this. If we're going to take a look at the new weekly pivot, well, 9 days right here. Let's go do that. Then we're back in that 9-day weekly pivot situation, which the bears have done well with. But if they don't do well, then we start getting back into, the 44.30s, 44.40s. So the best thing the bears can do is keep 4,400 sealed off. Take out yesterday's lows, 43.68 half. And, continue to progress this market down and do it in a way where you've got something in the tank for when you get to the daily mid-band, because that's where, if you really want to bring the market in, that's where it starts. That can't be where it ends. If that's where it ends, then that's going to be your higher low. That's going to be your dip buy. That's going to be, running it back up to a higher high on the daily. If you convert daily mid-band, then you have an opportunity to bring it into the daily lower band, which on the front month is sitting around 42.38. I'm not handing that out as a target, okay? I'm not one of those guys. You want one of those guys? There's a freaking million of them that'll give you all kinds of horseshit targets that are hundreds and hundreds of handles above and hundreds of handles below where price is trading, on the off chance that they might find their ass with one hand or the other and be right, so that they can sing from the mountaintops how right they were, without talking about how wrong they were all the other times. All I try to do here is lay things out in the way my brain works with regard to my trading plan every day, which is it's all a set of either or propositions. All trading is a set of either or propositions. Either we're going to hold 4,400 or we're not. If we do, here's what could happen. Either we're going to get to that daily mid-band or we're not. And either they're going to break it or they're not. And if they do, here's what happens. And if they don't, here's what happens. It's just branches on a tree. And you've got to train your brain to think that way. And either or means it could go up or it could go down. And you can't care which. You can't care which. It doesn't matter. It's all about price, the direction of price, and where the handles are, one way or the other. That's the key. No agenda, just either or, and you take whichever fork in the road, price does. If you do that and you focus on the 10 handles in front of you, the rest of it will take care of itself. So when I throw out numbers that are above or below the market, it is not the target prediction. That is the biggest waste of time. We are trading at 43.77.75. What's going to happen next? It could be this, it could be that, whatever it is, we're going to react and try to take advantage. So, where are we right now? We've been grinding since 4:45 in the morning. It is, what is it? Oh, it's 6 o'clock. All right, 6 a.m. Eastern time. Between, call it 76.5 and 79. Very exciting. You've got volume weighted average price coming in around 43.80. Hourly mid-band is 43.80 right now. Proprietary moving average is 43.81. Daily pivot 43.82. It's been a very dead Globex 14 handle range. You can see how, the Bollinger Bands have kind of, come into themselves. We're just flatlining here. Okay. So the range really off the open is, I would expect this hourly mid-band 43.80 to the daily pivot 43.82. Yesterday's 9:30 open was 43.83. So this, this 79 to 83 area needs to get tested. And whichever side of that buffer of price we end up on is long versus short, where you want to be first thing in the morning and kind of go from there. We've talked about what the bulls need to do. We talked about what the bears need to do. Bears got to just print everything with a 43 on it and try to get down and take advantage. All right. Have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. I'll talk to you tomorrow.